Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss topic drug stability. Learning outcomes from these topics are: on completion, learner will be able to explain concept of drug stability, various degradation pathways, and the ways to prevent the degradation in pharmaceutical product. So let's discuss drug stability. First we'll see the definition of drug stability. Drug stability defines as time period or lapse during which the drug retains same properties and characteristics that was present at the time of manufacturing. That is, after 2 or 3 years or during the storage, product or drug will have same properties or characteristics which were present at the time of manufacturing. Drug stability is generally expressed as shelf life or expiry period. Next point is why stability studies are important. Why we need to study the stability of pharmaceutical products. So first is to avoid the problem of under medication. Now what is this under medication? And if the product is unstable over the period of time, concentration of active material will get decreased and patient will not get the desired dose of drug. This is the under medication. So to avoid this problem of under medication, we need to study the stability of pharmaceutical products. Next point is to avoid the formation of toxic products. During storage condition, because of decomposition, toxic products may get formed and it will harm the patient. So to avoid this, we need to study the stability. Next is the change in physical appearance. Physical appearance, it includes the color, odor or physical state of that pharmaceutical products. So during storage, there will maybe the change in physical appearance of that pharmaceutical product. So avoid the change in physical appearance. We need to study the stability. Next point is the advantages of stability study. So first is advantage is assurance to patients. So what assurance that stability study gives to patients? It actually includes manufacturer mention the expiry date on the label. Because of this, patient get assurance that they will get the uniform dose of drug throughout the shelf life of product or up to the expiry date of that particular pharmaceutical product. Patient get assurance that they will get the uniform dose, means there will not be any issue of under medication or toxicity problem. So this is the one of the advantage of stability study. Next is the economic advantage. Economic advantage actually includes the for the there will be the huge expenditures are required to recall the product from market if any instability, if any case of instability is there. So manufacturer need to recall the product from market and it require the huge expenditure. If the stability study with the stability study we can avoid this problem of recalling. So during the stability study we can get that the product is stable, there is no formation of any toxic product or there is no change in any physical state. So this kind of problems we can avoid and the chances of recalling of the product from market will get reduced. So this is the economic advantage. Next is the fulfillment of regulatory requirement. It is mandatory that mandatory by the Drug Control Administration to mention the shelf life of drug or expiry date of drug on the label of pharmaceutical products. So it is the legal requirement. So this is also one of the advantage of stability study. Next is the degradation of pharmaceutical product. Pharmaceutical product study of this degradation of pharmaceutical product mainly under two headings. First is the physical degradation and second one is the chemical degradation. In physical degradation, it includes the change in any color, odor, or state of the pharmaceutical products. And chemical degradation, it includes the change in chemical composition or arrangement or of the that drug or pharmaceutical products. So first we'll discuss the physical degradation of pharmaceutical products. In that, first point is the loss of volatile constituents. Now what does it this loss of volatile constituents includes? Generally, the medicinal agents like iodine or camphor, menthol, ethyl alcohol, they have a natural tendency to get evaporate from the products during storage, and because of this there will be the problem of under medication, means because of the evaporation of this agents from the product, it may causes it decrease the concentration of that particular agents in the pharmaceutical products, and it causes the under medication or decrease the potency. Preventive measure for this loss of volatile constituent is that we can keep the product in well closed container and store at the cool place. Next is the loss of water. Loss of water, it actually occurs because of the evaporation of water from the pharmaceutical products, and because of the evaporation of water there is the increase in concentration of drug, and it also increase the potency. Generally, the effervescent powders have natural tendency to lose the water, and to avoid this problem, or to avoid this, we can keep the product in well closed container, and we can store at the same at the cool place. Next is the absorption of water. Absorption of water from atmosphere, it causes the increase in weight of that particular product, or it also can dilute the dose of that pharmaceutical product, and also it can decrease the potency. For example, deliquescent substances like calcium chloride or potassium chloride, in these substances this problem of absorption of water generally occurs. Preventive measure for this absorption of water is that we can keep the product in well closed container. Next is the crystal growth. Generally, this crystal growth is occur in case of solutions or suspensions. In case of solutions, because of change in temperature, that is increase in temperature or decrease in temperature, this change in temperature causes the supersaturation of the solutions, and this supersaturation of solution leads to crystal growth. And in case of suspensions, because of the deposition of particles, that size of particle is get increased, and it causes the formation of hard cake. So preventive measure for crystal growths are we can increase the viscosity of that formulation, or we can add the surface active agents to avoid this problem. Next is the polymorphism. Generally, this polymorphism it includes the change in crystal form, that is conversion of metastable form to more stable form, and we can avoid this problem by adding different suspending agents. Next is the change in color or color change. This color change, it generally includes the color fading or color development. So this problem we can avoid by protecting that particular product from the light or air. So these are the different physical degradation of pharmaceutical products and their preventive measures. So next point is chemical degradation, that will discuss later on. So thank you.